You totally don't want to miss the amazing rewards that you get for playing through the Marvel's Avengers campaign. Like, you can skip it and immediately jump into the multiplayer, and I will show you what that looks like as well, without any story spoilers of course. And there are also some secrets that you can access while playing through the campaign and afterwards as well. So a lot to go over. A like on the video would really help the channel out. And let's go. A quick reminder that every week I'm doing a new 2000 credit pack giveaway, so you don't have to spend money but can still buy things from the marketplace. And you can find the current giveaway in the pinned comment. Just click the link. Be sure you are a subscriber of the channel before you participate, and I will reach out to the winner via the email. So while there are some awesome cosmetics in the marketplace, my favorite outfits in the game right now are the Stark outfits for every hero. It's for example that amazing outfit with the mask that we saw for Black Widow in one of the trailers already, and it just has other lights. It's really high tech. Kamala usually has outfits that seem pretty painful, not very protective, but that is not the case with this awesome Stark tech suit that gives her these shoulder pads while keeping her familiar look with the blue and red colors. She also has this small cape scarf kind of thing that adds some nice touches when playing her. And Iron Man of course always has high-tech suits, but this one takes it a bit further with multiple lights on the armor. Although I think the impact is less noticeable compared to, for example, the Hulk. Like, his outfits are the least exciting in my opinion, because you can't really change the Hulk up a lot, apart from the Joe Fixit outfit of course. This Stark suit though adds these massive gloves and pants that make the Hulk look more like a mech suit. It's really cool. The Thor variant is pretty awesome as well, with the gold sleeves and the many circles on his chest. And my main right now is Captain America, and same with Hulk. Most of his outfits are pretty similar, but this Stark outfit adds the glowing eyes all of a sudden, and he kind of looks like a robot now, and I really dig that. So you unlock these outfits for every character by playing the final mission of the campaign. So totally worth it for that already. Although as said before in previous videos, it's really worth it for the story as well. But maybe the single player linear stuff is not really your thing. And then you can also immediately jump into the Avengers initiative from the main menu and go to that multiplayer section. I actually kind of recommend that you do that if you do not really care about seeing some characters already that you would otherwise meet in the story. I will of course not show anything in this video that they haven't shared in trailers already, but yeah, if you go down this path, you will immediately unlock all the heroes, so you can play missions with Captain America or Thor that would normally unlock pretty late in the campaign. But even more importantly is that you can, by hopping into the Avengers initiative immediately, already pick up some faction missions that refresh daily and will be very important to increase your level with one of the factions to buy some of the most powerful gear. And these objectives are pretty easy and you can easily complete them while going through the story, like you can see them in the assignment window. So then, when you finish the campaign, you will already have a head start with these factions, something that you would otherwise not really have if you do not go to the Avengers initiative immediately. So I would suggest that you grab these assignments every day while playing through the campaign. Again, I don't think it spoils a lot if you do so, but it is of course still up to you. You will see some characters that you meet later on. I already wanted to play Captain America before finishing the campaign, so that's why I hopped into the Avengers initiative. And what is nice is that the campaign just saves automatically. So if you, for example, go to the initiative while being halfway through the campaign and then go back to the main menu to boot up the campaign again, you will return to your previous checkpoint and can just continue the story. And again, you want to finish that for the outfits, but also the amazing major artifacts. It's pretty hard to fill that major artifact spot in your inventory otherwise, but the campaign gives you two variants already. You get the first one called Nornstone of Lethal Will after the mission Breakout. This one has a special damage buff that you can do by pressing both the analog sticks, and then you also trigger extra crit chance, and there's a duration boost for all damage buffs perk, on this item as well. So it all goes hand in hand with each other. It's actually pretty great. When you activate it, you will see the weird purple and blue lines appear, after which you see the Norn Stone of Power buff active for 15 seconds. And again, every item with a damage buff benefits from this as well. The cooldown is pretty significant though, 5 minutes, as we see thanks to the tier offensive debuff that appears after activating this artifact. So you can only do this effect like a few times during a mission. Luckily, these major artifacts also come with a massive passive benefit. Upgrading it namely increases your total power by 1. So if you fully upgrade it, you can get to plus 10, and that seems to be needed to hit the power cap of 150 that is in the game right now. And we're going kind of full circle here, because the upgrade resource that is needed to upgrade the major artifact is something you get from these faction missions, making it even more handy to grab these assignments as soon as possible by jumping quickly into the Avengers initiative. The only downside is that while you get the major artifact for every character from the campaign, you have to level it up separately. So I think it's smart to focus on upgrading one for one character to at least get that to level 10. So you then also are able to hit the power cap of 150 with at least that one character. And on top of that, you also have to choose which major artifact you want to upgrade, because we can get another one from the campaign after fully completing it, namely the Tactigun. And this one is all about status effects, so when you use gear with special elements, you will have the sort of debuff appear above the enemy. It increases the damage on enemies affected by those effects, and also the status effects themselves. You want to be close to the enemies when activating this ability that you also trigger with the 2 analog sticks. It creates this explosion that will deal damage to enemies affected by a status effect. So for example, the Odin Force of Thor can really help with that. And after that, the enemies get this purple cloud-like thing that indicates that these enemies take increased damage. So it's also pretty powerful, especially if you use elemental gear or play with characters like Thor or Black Widow. And again, the cooldown for this is 5 minutes. And I will totally dive deeper into the major artifacts and report back when we found more of them. Of course, if you got other ones, let me know in the comments of this video, or reach out to me. That's even easier by using the input@JorRaptor.com email address. You can also send me a ton of other Avengers stuff if you found some interesting things, like totally let me know. What is also handy to know is that you can actually get legendaries during main missions if you play it safe and smart, even if the mission lists an epic reward when looking at it on the war table. If you namely complete all the assignments with 5 stars, so do not get downed, then you have an increased reward chance to get special gear like legendaries. Not sure how many missions apply for this, but it's totally good to keep that in mind when running through these campaign missions to get the increased rewards and rank up faster, something again you can otherwise miss if you do not play it safe. And yeah, so we'll have way more tips and tricks on how to rank up fast and way more. So totally subscribe for way more Marvel's Avengers content if you haven't already. A like on the video would really help the channel out. And check out that giveaway in the pinned comment. You can watch my previous video about free DLC and recent updates by clicking on the screen. For now though, I will speak to you next time, and goodbye.